All right, so we're trying to figure out the research problem. And so we're working either as the researcher working with the client, or you are the client working with the researcher. We're trying to flesh out what is the problem or opportunity that we have. And we explore that and make sure we have the right problem or opportunity that's well defined by finding out why the information is being sought. Which leads us to the next one here, which is understanding the decision-making environment. So we need to conduct some situational analysis. Situational analysis here, we are looking at the study of how, or maybe we'll just do the study of decision-making environment. Of the decision-making environment. All right, so we need to better understand how these decisions are going to be made, the impact they will have. So we might read company reports, talk to people within the company, who has the ability to make these decisions, how have decisions been made in the past, what do we need to consider when making decisions? So gathering information about the industry, how the organization operates, gathering information about the clients, the customers of the organization. So who is that ideal client or customer, that target market? And we perform some exploratory research. So exploratory research is a preliminary research. So let's write preliminary research conducted to increase understanding of a concept. So we don't already have answers, so it's very open-ended. We're going to clarify the exact nature of the problem. Okay. Or identify important issues to study. So there's different types of exploratory research. We have pilot studies, we have experience surveys, we have secondary data analysis where information has been collected for a different purpose, we have case studies, and we have focus groups. The key here with exploratory research is that we are brainstorming. And so these are very open-ended methods for data collection. So let's just define a couple of these here. So trying to understand the decision-making environment with a pilot study. A pilot study is where you have a very small sample. It's not going to have very rigorous research techniques. The idea here is to get information from a small group before you can then extrapolate and see if it's true with the bigger group. So we might look, if we're looking at the operations of our organization, we might take, just collect a little bit of information. So maybe we're just going to talk to a couple people in our pilot study. So we're just going to have a couple conversations, just do some interviews with a small group to see, let's say we talk to the different sales associates. What are people buying? Why do you think they like our product? What do you think they dislike about our product? So we're going to collect that small bit of information. This would help define a bigger research project later where we might do surveys of customers about satisfaction and interest in different product features. But we would start here with just kind of generally getting an idea so that we could then use that as kind of the multiple choice in a survey. These pilot studies could also be to test out a process. So we're going to change the process and see how well it does in terms of our performance metrics. Maybe we are going to just test out a approach we think will improve quality. So we're going to give it a try for a day, for half a day, for one production run. to see how it goes. So it's a lot of unknown. And so we're really just kind of giving it a try to see what happens. And then allows us to make more rigorous research projects later. We have experience surveys. So experience surveys are where you ask someone knowledgeable about an issue. This could be doing a quick call to some authorities on a topic. So we're going to call a local expert. Maybe what you're wanting to know is you're wanting to build some forecast models to forecast what's going to happen to interest rates. And you're looking at the impact to your organization. And so maybe your experience survey here is just a quick phone call to the local university to talk to a business instructor, right, about the issues, get their thoughts. So this can be very more informal conversation as opposed to an actual conversation, as opposed to kind of the surveys that we're more familiar with, the questionnaires that we're more familiar with. So we have pilot studies, we experience surveys, we have secondary data analysis. We're going to spend a couple videos on secondary data analysis, but this is simply data collected for another reason. So this could be that you purchased a data set that was collected by someone else for a different purpose. This could be that it's your own internal information. Maybe it's information about your customers or employees, and you're going to do some analysis for some other reasons. So secondary data analysis simply means that the information already exists. We have case analysis. Case analysis is where you review similar situations. So when this happened before, when this happened to somebody else, what happened? What did they do? So again, brainstorming, giving some context to the issue at hand and that decision-making environment. We can also do some exploratory research in terms of focus groups. Focus groups typically have 8 to 12 participants, and they're led by a moderator. This can be bringing a handful of people together within your organization to get them to brainstorm. This can be to see how people would react. So maybe, for example, when it comes to TV shows, if you happen to be in Vegas, then you can watch a pilot of a TV show, give some feedback on that. And so here they're doing some preliminary study to see if this is going to be a successful show before it is picked up. So in all of these, they're again very open-ended. They are ones where we don't quite know what it is we're wanting entirely, and so we're quite open to all kinds of different feedback, but it's because we're trying to understand the context. We're trying to brainstorm. So pilot studies are going to be a small sample. Experience surveys are really this informal conversations. Secondary data analysis, existing data. Case analysis is similar situations. And focus groups is a handful of people just helping you brainstorm.